Good morning. This is Eric Lofholm. I want to welcome all of you to our 15-minute daily motivational call. I'm thrilled that you've made the decision to join me here this morning. And today we're going to do a 3-module course on closing. So 15 minutes today, tomorrow, and Friday. And today is class 103. So great job for being here. This is our daily 15-minute motivational call. We do a little 15-minute call every day, Monday through Friday. And if you're new to the call, great to have you here. If you're on Facebook, type in, comment below, let us know where you're joining us from. Ivy, good morning. Welcome. Jimmy, thanks for joining us today. Jimmy, nice to see you. And Toby, good morning, Toby. Welcome, Toby. Thanks for plugging in. Bobby, thanks for joining us. And we have Wilma on the conference call line. Hey, Wilma, thanks for plugging in today. And Joseph's here. Hey, Joseph, welcome. John in Argentina. Good morning, John. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Harry in Atlanta. Good morning, Harry. Janie's here. Hi, Janie. Suzanne is here. Good morning, Suzanne. Welcome. And Eugene. Welcome, Eugene. Good morning, Ron. Ron, great to have you here this morning in New Mexico. Lyle. Good morning, Lyle. Thanks for joining us. If you're here on Facebook, take a moment. Type in below, where are you joining us from? And if you're on Facebook, smash that share button and you can share this to your personal page or especially into a group. If you're a part of a group that's success-oriented, smash that share button. You can share this into a group. We're going to get started here in about 1 minute, and it's great to be with you guys here today. Today we're going to talk about closing the sale, and we're going to do a little how-to training over the next 3 days. So let me get the recording going on our conference call line. Good morning, this is Eric Lofholm. I want to welcome all of you to our 15-minute daily motivational call. I'd like to take a moment and acknowledge you for being here this morning. If you're right-handed, take your right hand. If you're left-handed, take your left hand. Pat yourself on the back and tell yourself, great job for being here this morning. The fact that you're listening to my voice right now, you are setting the intention that you are going to have a great day. And I want to acknowledge you for being here this morning. When you have success routines that you do on a regular basis to get yourself fired up to have a great day, it truly does make a difference. I want to encourage you to produce today, whatever that looks like for you to produce today could be one of the greatest days of your entire life. You're one idea away from a breakthrough. You're one relationship away from a breakthrough. You're one mindset shift away from a breakthrough. I have a call today with the Guinness Book of World Records, and I've been having communication with them recently, and I'm trying to get a record certified by Guinness so I can go out and legally call myself a Guinness Book of World Record holder. So that's one of my appointments today. I have my calendar filled with great opportunities. And I'm going to go out today and have a great mindset. So today I thought it'd be fun if we did a training today, tomorrow, and Thursday on closing. So you're in the right place if you want to make more sales. The content that I'm going to share today, tomorrow, and Friday, I'm going to give you some specific things that you can do. So as you're listening to me, I want you to think about when I present an idea, ask yourself, am I doing that? And if you're going, yeah, I'm doing that, it's like, awesome, great job. But if you're not doing it, I want you to take a step back and go, here's Eric Lofholm, who's been teaching this to people all over the world for over 20 years, and he's saying I should do this. Maybe I should do this. So here's your first tip. It's Sales 101. Ask for the order and be what? Be silent. Ask for the order and be silent. Now, let's talk about why people don't do it. And then let's talk about why it's a best practice. The reason people don't do it, if they don't, many of you do, but if somebody doesn't ask for the order and they're silent, it's probably because of fear. Fear stops us all the time. And so what you want to do is you want to make this a part of what you just naturally do. So I have no fear when I ask for the order because I've done it a zillion times. So you want to practice asking for the order and being silent. You can role play it with a family member or a friend. You can even role play it with your pet. You can practice it on your own, and then you bring it into the real world. Now, if you haven't been doing this and you start doing it, Thoreau taught us, once the mind expands, it will never return to its original size. So once you're comfortable asking for the order and being silent, you'll never revert back. It'll just become a part of who you are now. So why does it work? Why is this a best practice taught by any sales trainer in the world that's going to teach you this technique? Why? Because if I say to you, if you're my prospect and I say, how do you feel about moving forward? And I'm silent. There's an energy pulling me to fill the silence. But that same energy is pulling your prospect to fill the silence. So basically what you have is you got two people and they're both being drawn to fill the silence. Energetically, it's like this natural law that's happening in your favor because you're trained to not speak. And so you're not going to speak. And they have to say something. And they will always speak. It doesn't mean they're going to say yes, but it does mean they're going to say either yes, no, or give an objection. The way I like to approach selling is instead of looking at sales as this big concept, which it is, I want to look at an individual skill set like closing. And I want to say, okay, I want to get better at closing. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to practice. I'm going to study. I'm going to put intention. I'm going to set goals to increase my close ratio. And you get what you focus on. So if you focus on getting better at closing, you will. So we're doing 3 modules, today, tomorrow, and Friday. I hope you'll do all 3 with me. And tell your friends about this. Anybody that needs to get better at closing, be like, hey, you got to plug in and hear this gentleman, Eric, talking about closing because he's got some solid ideas that if you do these things, you will get better. And I like that. It's predictable. If you do these steps, you will get better. Closing is a learned skill. And that's an empowering thought. I'm planting a seed of greatness in your unconscious mind. It's a mindset about belief. I believe in every cell of my being, you can get better at closing. Some of you might think, well, I'm just not good at closing. The key word is the word become. I can get good at closing. I can become great at closing. I can become a master of closing. And you can. Now, mastery is not something that happens in 3 15-minute modules, right? In today, tomorrow, and Friday, I can get you a little bit better. I can get you 45 minutes better at closing because that's all I can do in 45 minutes. I can get you 45 minutes better. But over time, if you'll work at it, so the end of your learning isn't Friday, the last day of the 3-module course here that I'm teaching. If you'll work at it, maybe a year from today, you can get to great. And it might take you 5 years of commitment, 5 years to get to mastery. But it's possible, and it's available. Now, I've been working on my sales game since 1992, and I'm still working on my sales game. And that's what it's taken for me to get to that elite level. Now, you don't have to wait 30 years to get a sales increase. You can get a sales increase off of one idea. But my hope is you'll fall in love with learning. My hope is you're like, wow, I like Eric. I like his teaching style. This is great. It's free. I'm going to keep coming back because I'm going to get better and better and better and better and better. I was talking to a client today. He's one of my younger clients. My youngest client is 13. I coach a 13-year-old on mindset This particular client, he's in his early 20s. And I said, have you improved since we started working together? And he said, without a doubt. And I said, imagine where you're going to be when you're my age. He's in his 20s. I said, because I've been working on my skills since I was in my 20s. This guy's going to be a powerhouse. All right, back to closing. 3 ways to elevate your closing results. Inner game of closing, outer game and action. Inner game is mindset of closing. You have a mindset and a confidence about closing or lack of confidence. Strengthen your inner game, you'll become a better closer. Outer game is the how-tos. Every how-to technique can be learned. Every closing technique can be learned. Now, your bonus video today, it's a 21 module course on closing. Each video is 5 minutes or less. So this is the kind of video course, if you're listening right now and you're like, Eric, when you're talking about getting to mastery, you're talking to me. If that's you, you're going to want to study this course because it's 21 different techniques that if you'll study it, you'll put them on your success tool belt and you'll have it for the rest of your life. It's kind of like binge watching on Netflix, but you're not watching Netflix, you're watching sales techniques to get you better. So if you want the bonus video, I'll send you all 21 videos in one link. Email me, eric@ericlofholm.com, or text me at 916-626-1945. I'll send you today's bonus video. Now, we're going to get into some very advanced content over the last 5 minutes of this call. What I'm going to tell you in 5 minutes, it's mind-blowing stuff. And there's very few people on planet Earth that know what I'm about to teach you as far as somebody else like me that can teach this to you. There are some, I'm not the only one. There's some other really phenomenal sales trainers, but here it is. We don't just randomly go into a close. We go into a close with preparation. But the question is, what do you prepare? Well, there's a structure to the close. So what you do is we bring in the question principle. And the question principle is your brain will answer virtually any question you ask it. So you got to do it exactly how I'm telling you right now. Ask yourself, what are all the key things I need to cover in the close? And you get out a notepad and you go, all right, well, I need to cover the warranty. So you write that down. And I need to cover the method of payment. So you write that down. Do you take PayPal? Do you take credit cards? Can you bill somebody? Do they pay with a check or cash, right? So method of payment. That needs to be covered. Okay? So you're writing these things down. You write down every key thing that you need to cover in your close. So you're writing them all down. If there's only 5 left in inventory, that's called scarcity. You write it down. I need to make sure I let them know there's only 5 left in the event that I don't want them coming back in a week and saying, okay, I'm ready to move forward. And you go, well, we're sold out. I need a new dishwasher. So I'm talking to this handyman last night on the phone. And I'm seeing if he wants to come and install the dishwasher. And he goes, just so you know, they're back ordered. If you go to Lowe's and you order a dishwasher right now, you might not get it till 2021. I'm like, what? Scarcity of dishwashers? So I got on Samsung's website and they had a dishwasher in stock. And I ordered it so fast because with the coronavirus and the supply chain and whatever, it's affecting the supply of dishwashers. So there's a scarcity of dishwashers. So he told me that, so I bought. That's a closing technique. And there's true scarcity apparently in the world right now around dishwashers. So you write down every key thing you need to cover. Listen to me. Very few people have ever done that. Very few people on planet Earth have ever written down every key thing they need to cover in the close because they're winging it. And they don't have a sales coach like me to teach them how to professionally do it. This is why the conversation we're having right now is so important. Because there's these little nuances I can tell you that most people don't know. All right, so you make your list. That's step number one. Step number two is you put your list in order to create your closing outline. Have you ever done that before? Most people have never done that before. So you put it in order to create your closing outline. Each outline point is its own mini script. So for method of payment, you have to have a language pattern of how you're going to explain method of payment. So I might say, we accept all major credit cards, Visa, American Express, MasterCard, or Discover. We also take PayPal. On our website, if you're going to order with a credit card, you can order with a credit card. If it's PayPal, we need to do it over the phone and we'll send you a link. So I explain, we accept all major credit cards, Visa, American Express, MasterCard, or Discover. We also accept PayPal. If you're ordering online, you'll need to use a credit card. If you want to order with PayPal, contact me directly and I'll send you a link. That is the mini script for the outline point method of payment. So you have all the key things you need to cover, step number one. You put the components in order to create a closing outline, step number two. You write a mini script for each component, step number three. Then you practice. And then you role play. And then you go out in the real world and you use this, and guess what? Your confidence goes up. That's your inner game. Higher confidence will increase your sales because you're conveying certainty and confidence in your sales presentation. Always remember this, people buy certainty. So that's module one. Lesson one. Tomorrow we're going to do lesson two on closing. And then Friday, we're going to do lesson three. Right back here, same time, same. You did the conference call, you did the Facebook Live, however you did the call. We're on iTunes. Sales tips for smart people. If you're on iTunes, download me on iTunes. Sales tips for smart people. We're also up at dailymotivationalcall.com. Dailymotivationalcall.com. If you're on Facebook right now, comment below this affirmation. Just type it just like this. Today is going to be a great day. I want you to type that right now in the chat. Today is going to be a great day. If you're listening on the conference call line, write it down. Today is going to be a great day. I want you to notice, how do you feel energetically? How do you feel? It lifts my spirits when I write down, today is going to be a great day. If you're listening to this on iTunes, just write it down. Today is going to be a great day. It was wonderful to be with you guys today. And I'm excited. Let's go out and produce today. Have a positive mindset and let's make it happen. Bobby Padilla, you are a sales champion. You're going to have a great, successful sales day today. Toby, have a great day as you're out. If you're driving today, have a successful day as you're out driving, doing the great work that you're doing. That's going to wrap up our call, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.